Floyd. George 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 Floyd. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Hey, birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
All right, come on. Happy birthday
to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday
to you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. We need to jump up. Happy birthday.
Come on.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday
to you. Got all the media out here. This is Industry Tech. Out here at the George Floyd's birthday celebration.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Yep. We out here in the city tech. Out here East Flatbush, East 80th and Flatlands Avenue. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Celebrating George Floyd's would have been birthday. He would have been 47 years old today if had he not been killed. Okay.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Got the police out here, get the news. Okay. Yes, sir. All right. Community Affairs Bureau. Everybody.
Right here? All right.
Yes, sir. Again, it's NEC Tech. I know how I do it. I'm all over the place. Involved in community affairs, community engagement, community activism.
Give it up for yourself. I know our brother is in heaven.
Got all the news media out here. Okay.
Right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Birthday to George Floyd. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday!
1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday!
We did that today.
Yes.
So, as Attorney Rubenstein stated, this is just the first of many celebrations because we're not going to let his name go down in vain. And at the next moment, we're going to call up community activist and leader, Mr. Chris Banks, who will have a few words to say. Thank you so much, guys.
Say his name.
George Floyd.
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 What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
Say his name.
George Floyd.
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 Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, George.
Today we are here because 47 years of this life was snatched away a couple of months ago.
No reason.
No reason at all. But yet we are committed today because we know it was an injustice against our village, an injustice against our people. And we're telling folks, activate your activism. Stay in the street. We can't sleep because they're not sleeping. And we've seen that constantly over and over since the death of George Floyd. And even going back to Diallo, Stansbury, we've always been the victim. We've always been victimized. We always get the shitty stick at the end.
That's right.
But we're going to stand for justice because we know victory may be long, but justice is sure.
Amen.
We know we're going to stand together as a village. And I'm going to say this, like I said last night, and I'm going to be a forecaster, but we are sick and tired. And folks are not going to continue to allow folks to brutalize them and beat them down and murder them. Something's going to come. Something's going to come. And it's going to be a storm that no man can make.
That's right.
So we're out here again, guys, saying happy birthday. We want to keep it celebratory. Happy birthday to George. We're going to fight. We're going to fight. We're going to give them hell till we get justice.
That's right. Thank you. Community leader, Chris Banks. And at this time, we'd like to call up Mr. Anthony Beckford.
My man.
Of Black Lives Matter.
My man.
Brooklyn.
Yes, sir.
How's everybody doing? As you heard, my name is Anthony Beckford. I'm the president of Black Lives Matter Brooklyn. You know, we're here today to celebrate the life of George Floyd, but to also repeat the sound of justice that we want.
That's right.
You know, they thought that after a few marches that we'll forget. They thought that after a few marches that we were tired.
Preach.
What they didn't realize is that that was just the beginning. You know, Terrence has been out here,
That's right.
boots on the ground, demanding justice for his brother.
Preach.
If we as the people don't do that, and continue to do that, then we are bringing injustice to the name of George Floyd.
That's right.
So we cannot be complicit in what the system is doing to our people. We have to continue marching. We have to continue moving forward. And as Chris Banks said, we have to stay in these streets.
That's right.
Because they're waiting for us to tire off. They're waiting for us to say, know what, nothing's gonna happen. But notice in our first week of protest, how we got legislation passed in this state. 2 weeks later in this city.
Yes, sir.
Now it's time for us to move past the legislation to accountability and make sure not only does the officer who murdered George Floyd be held accountable, but every single officer that has stolen a black life in this country be held accountable, and the system be held accountable as well too. Thank you.
Thank you.
so
Peace and
much,
blessing, brother.
Anthony Beckford.
Yes, sir.
Now we have Mr. Michael the Mentor. You may know him as the Mentor, Mr. Mentor, but this is Mr. Michael Thomas Sr. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here. First and foremost, I'd like to tell everybody thank you for being here. We're going to continue on this journey for justice. We're going to keep marching. We're going to keep protesting. We want the cops held accountable. And we want to say to all police officers, you do not go to work to receive a check to put your knee on our neck.
That's right.
As people of color, we demand our respect and for you to keep your knee off our neck. We're going to stay in these streets because like the great Martin Luther King said, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. But as people of color, we are empowered to make a difference. So happy birthday to George Floyd.
Yeah.
And we're going to continue this journey for justice, not only for George Floyd, for Breonna Taylor, for Maud Arbery, for Sean Bell, for Sarah Bland, and every black life that was taken at the hands of the police. And we want to say to every police, we are sick and tired of being sick and tired. All lives matter, and damn sure does Black Lives Matter. Say his name,
George Floyd.
Say his name,
George Floyd.
Peace. Happy birthday, George Floyd in heaven. Rest in peace.
Thank you so much,
Amen.
Michael the Mentor, who's doing a great job in our communities. As you guys know, we have a candlelight vigil in just a few moments, but we have just a couple of more speakers, so please keep the program going. And we have Miss Mercedes Narcisse, who's a community leader as well as a registered nurse. Thank you, Miss Mercedes Narcisse.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. I am glad that you all here. We have a responsibility to Mr. Floyd, as well as all others that lost their lives through police brutality and violence. We owe it to them to leave this community in a better place. We do this when we go to the polls and vote, when they fill out our census, when we stand and protest against injustice to education, housing, healthcare. That's right. We can do this together when we do the work to make our community a better place for all of us. to live, learn, and walk and work together and enjoy our community. I am proud to be here as a black woman, as a mother of 4, including 3 black men. George, you gone too soon. But we're not gonna stop. May you rest in peace. May the Lord bless your soul. Thank you.
Amen. Thank you, Miss Mercedes Narcisse. Her and her team was here from like the very beginning, and we're so appreciative. At this time, we have Miss Monique Waterman Chandler, who is speaking up, and her team and her children have been a part of this mural, and I'm so happy that they're here with us today. Welcome, Miss Monique.
Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to speak. My name is Monique Chandler Waterman. I'm a community advocate. I've been in the community, and I want to say happy birthday, George Floyd. And I just admire his brother for the strength to keep on going.
Yes, sir.
Keep his name alive. And we know that we're here in solidarity with you.
Yes, sir.
We're here as extended family, and we want you to know that we love you and we care about you, and we're going to continue keeping his name alive.
Thank you.
We were honored to be a part of the mural. Thank you, Kenny, for giving us that blessing. And it's always, it's not about us, right? It's the ones who's coming, in the future. And we have the youth here from East Flatbush Village Inc. that was here to paint the mural. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Ine, and this is my colleague Yuri. We are here on behalf of East Flatbush Village. We came here today to say happy birthday to George Floyd, and it was an honor of bringing the mural and a bunch of different other things to especially the Black community.
Thank you.
Amen. All right.
Thank you so much. All right, and we have one more speaker, but at this time, anybody have any questions?
I just want to say one thing.
Oh, one thing.
So as we protest right here in the streets, we want to make sure people stay safe. As the uptick of COVID-19 is happening, make sure you wear your mask, make sure we're washing our hands, and protest is not only in marching and legislation, it's also in voting and filling out the census. I know census is ending tomorrow. Please let our protest go beyond the march with legislation, with voting, and filling out the census. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ms. Monique. And again, having the children here is such a blessing and an honor.
Yes.
At this time, we'd like Shirley Paul to say a few words. She's an attorney, she's a leader in our community, and we're excited to have her. Thank you, Shirley.
Thank you, and thank you for putting this together. Thank you to all my colleagues that are here. Kenny for showing up all the time to allow us to have something to look at and not forget everything that we've seen. I thank you so much, Terrence, for your courage and just coming out here. He was here before. But I just want to say, wow, it's a birthday and we're happy to celebrate his birthday, but it was bittersweet.